In the previous sessions, we have learned the meaning of descriptive and analytical research with examples, and also we have learned the differences between the two. In the present session, we will move on to the next two types of research, their meaning, examples, and also the differences between them. Moving on to the next type, applied versus fundamental research. Research can be applied or it can be fundamental. Applied research is also given the name action research because it aims at finding a solution for some immediate problem that is there in the society or that is there in an industry or any organization. In applied research, the aim is to draw certain conclusions or to arrive at solution for a particular problem. Here, the researcher in applied research tries to identify the social, economic, or political trends that may affect a particular institution. So, the best example for an applied research is investigating which treatment approach is most effective for reducing anxiety or which strategies work best to motivate workers. So, here we are concerned with an action or we are concerned with finding a solution for some problem. This is applied research. Moving on to fundamental research. Fundamental research is also called basic or pure research, where we are mainly concerned with generalizations and the formulation of theory. Or, in other words, this type of research aims at gathering knowledge for knowledge's sake. So, here, research concerning some natural phenomenon or relating to pure mathematics could be examples of fundamental research. Similarly, research studies concerning human behavior, okay, which are carried on uh, in order to make generalizations about human behavior, are also examples of fundamental research. For instance, a study looking at whether men or women are more likely to be diagnosed with depression is an example of fundamental research. Now, what are the differences between applied and fundamental research? Applied research aims only at finding solution to an immediate problem, whereas fundamental research just makes generalizations or formulates theory or adds to something that is already existing in the body of scientific knowledge. This is the difference between applied and fundamental research. Moving on to the next type, quantitative, qualitative research. Quantitative research, as the name itself indicates, it is based on the measurement of some quantity or amount, and it is applicable for phenomenon that can be expressed in terms of quantity. Anything that can be expressed in terms of quantity is called quantitative research. For instance, when we use a rating scale to measure the degree of stress in individuals, this becomes quantitative research. Now, moving on to qualitative research. Qualitative research is concerned with qualitative phenomenon, where the data is descriptive. For instance, when we are interested in investigating the reasons for human behavior, that is, why people think or do certain things, it is qualitative research. This qualitative research is very important in behavioral sciences, where the aim is to discover the motives of human behavior. An example for this is conducting a case study. Conducting a case study on the impact of depression on the academic achievement among adolescents. This could be an example for a qualitative research. Now, what is the difference between quantitative and qualitative research? Quantitative research is based only on the quantity, or it is applicable to something, some phenomenon which can be expressed in terms of quantity. On the other hand, qualitative research involves quality or kind. That is, when researchers are interested in investigating something based on the quality. So, to summarize this session, we have understood the other two basic types of research, that is applied versus fundamental, quantitative versus qualitative. And we have also understood the differences between applied, fundamental, quantitative, qualitative research.